These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway on a Monday night. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Willis.
For Kidder here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
the Colts at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
15 more yards.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Dameon Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts.
Justin Jefferson
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. So as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Four yards to go on second down from the 7. On second down, here's Pierce.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
3 yards. Stop short of the goal line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Patrick Ricard,
his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Willis.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 33 yards that time.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Willis now off play action.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Willis, third and long.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
6-yard line. Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Willis.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he stopped. They've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
46 yards. That's good for a Colts.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Brock Wright.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Slot man moves right.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Dameon Pierce,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarter.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score 38. Texans 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people...
And it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
48, Texans 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, it's Willis.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get it inside the 30. Willis.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have.
He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Brock Wright. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And so that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal, Houston.
50 Vikings, 50 Vikings.
Willis will look to throw it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situation.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got to
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, awaited. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Slide for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
62, Texans 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
So this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Colts, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.